Shri Arunachalam, Shri Arunachalam, Shri Arunachalam. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, when you offer all your actions unto Him and perform your actions as just an instrument in the hands of the Lord, then your mind is purified. That is what Bhagavan also says. Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi also says, Ishwararpitam na ichchaya kritam. Not for our own selfish interest or motives, but for the welfare of the world. If you offer everything unto the Lord, Ishwararpitam na ichchaya kritam chitta shodhakam, it purifies the mind. And mukti sadhakam, it leads to the final beatitude, the liberation. So, and then when the mind is pure, then only it is available actually for the higher pursuit, for the spiritual sadhana. If the mind is very polluted, very confused, first of all, it is not at all available. So, this karma yoga is very important. And then, when the mind is available, then we can apply that mind on the Lord, on the higher being. There comes the Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga means what? We have to develop a personal relationship with our Ishta Devata. That is very important. And how do you develop this Bhakti? By puja, japa and dhyana. So by performing puja every day sincerely and then taking His name. I tell you, the name is so sweet and so powerful and very auspicious. So when you go everywhere today, all over the world, everywhere Sri Krishna Nama is chanted. So that Nama is very beautiful. So then slowly it becomes japa and dhyana. Dhyana means what? Your mind becomes one pointed towards your Ishta Devata. So again and again you meditate on Him, then the mind dissolves. Or what does it mean? The knower and known, the differences, the Veda is gone. And you revel in that one where there is no dukkha, there is only sukha, ananda. So to abide there is the end of all spiritual seeking. So this is Bhakti Yoga. And then what is Raja Yoga? Raja Yoga means those people who cannot feel this kind of devotion to the Lord. What will they do? To tame the mind. Then they have to take the help of the prana. So by restraining the prana, the mind is also restrained. But that is not enough. So then that mind has to be applied in the contemplation of the One. One means what? That Supreme Lord. You can contemplate Him as a jyoti also, a light. Or you can contemplate Him as the self also. You can contemplate Him as anything, whichever you feel like. So when you continuously meditate on Him, the mind is destroyed. This is Raja Yoga. So once when the mind is destroyed, the ego is destroyed, then there is nothing more to seek, nothing more to achieve. That exalted yogi has achieved everything. Krita Kritya means what? He has achieved everything, whatever he has to achieve. So he is supremely blissful and totally contented. So this is the end of Raja Yoga. And now Bhagavan starts his very, very favorite, Atma Vichara philosophy, the Atma Vichara. Self-inquiry. This is something else, something very different actually. Inquiry. Inquiry means what? To find out yourself, what it is. This is inquiry. This inquiry also we have to conduct this inquiry in a particular method as suggested by Bhagavan. Then only you will find the real, the source of all. So today we are going to see what is the self-inquiry. So the self-inquiry starts from the mind only, with the mind only. of the mind only. So here comes the next verse, 17th verse. Today is a very auspicious day. Today we are going to see what is Atma Vichara. I tell you, Bhagavan Shri Krishna will help us to abide means imbibe everything. Turajnaya prapyate palam. Prapyate palam karma kim param karma tajjadam manasam tu kim margane krute manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marge abjavat naiva manasam marge abjavat manasam tu kim margane krute manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marge abjavat naiva manasam marge abjavat kapturajnaya prapyate palam karma kim param karma tajjadam. Is that tune right? Okay. Okay. So here the inquiry starts this way. Manasam tu kim marghane krite. Manasam tu kim. Manasa means this mind. Whatever we call as mind. Is there a mind? No, there is no mind. There is mind. With which you are able to feel. Is that not so? Feel emotions. Able to understand things. So, Manasam tu kim. What is this mind? And we say, today my mind is so turbulent, so difficult to handle. Oh my God. So what is this mind which is troubling us so much? What is this mind? Marghane krite. When you thus inquire, Marghane krite means, thus when you conduct the inquiry, what is this mind which is troubling me so much? It is a root cause of all bondage. What is this mind? But mind is a wonderful instrument also. Please understand. It's a wonderful instrument also to transact in this world, to understand the world. It's a beautiful instrument. If you know how to use it, then it helps. It really helps. But if you do not know, then it troubles. So when you conduct this inquiry, what is this mind? Manasam tu kim. What is this mind? Then you will find, truly if you conduct this inquiry, you will find Naiva Manasam. There is no mind. See? Naiva Manasam. There is nothing called as mind. What, Swamiji? How can you say that? That is the truth. As long as you don't inquire, the mind is there and it creates all havoc because of our own raga dvesha, likes and dislikes only. Because of our desire and fear. Please understand. Because of our own likes and dislikes and desire and fear, the mind becomes terrible instrument. But when you inquire, start inquiry, what is this mind which is troubling me? Truly when you start inquiring, then Nayeva Manasam. There is nothing called as mind. Marge Arjavat. This is the straight path, direct path for all. This Marga or this path, Marge Arjava. Arjava means straight. See, Arjuna is called as Arjuna because he is straightforward. Ridge means straightforward. So, Marge Arjavat. This is a straight path. So, the earlier path is what? By restraining the breath, you control the mind, and that mind you apply in the contemplation of one. Dhyana. That is Dhyana Marga. In Atma Vichara, it's inquiry. Kannal kanbaduvum poye, kadal ketpaduvum poye, thira visaripade mai. Our elders have said, na, whatever you see with your eyes may be false. Whatever you hear with your ears, you cannot trust. It may be false. But whatever you inquire deeply, thoroughly, investigate, then that is the truth. So Bhagavan says, when you inquire, what is this mind? With this inquiry, you resolve all the confusions. When this is resolved, what is mind? When that is resolved, everything is resolved. Because a knot is there in the heart. So now the inquiry starts. With Harish Mohan entering, the inquiry starts. So what is this inquiry? What is this mind? Now the next stanza, next verse, Bhagavan starts the inquiry. What is the mind? Vrittayastvaham vrittimashritah vrittayo mano vidyaham manaha vrittayastvaham vrittimashritah vrittayo mano vidyaham manaha. We are so used to Tamil chanting, almost we are now struggling with the Sanskrit chanting. So here in the 18th verse, we should start from the second line actually. What is this mind? Vrittayo manaha. Mind means nothing but the flow of thoughts. Thoughts. We get so many thoughts in the mind. This is beautiful. There's a thought. Oh, this is terrible. Like that we get so many thoughts in the mind. Mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. If there are no thoughts, there is no mind, actually. See, mind is not a physical entity as if sitting somewhere. When there are very many thoughts, then there is something called as mind. Like Gurudev used to say, when the water flows, you consider it as a river. See, without water, you cannot say it is a river. Na? So when the water flows, it is called as river. Similarly, when the thoughts, when they rise again and again, one after another, then there is something called as a mind. So what is mind? If you inquire, vrittayo manaha, it is nothing but thoughts. Then, what is a thought? This is inquiry. Inquiry means what is a thought? Then it is very, very important. This is very important. Bhagavan says, vrittayaha tu aham vrittim ashritaha. There are two types of thoughts. It is called as idam vritti and aham vritti. Idam vritti means what? When I say, this is the table. So whatever is the content of the thought is called as idam vritti. This is the table. Idam vritti. Idam means this. So as an object, you identify something as this. So any thought has got these two aspects. One is idam vritti. Idam means whatever is the content of the thought. That is the table. This is the table. Idam vritti. And he says, vrittayaha tu, all the thoughts, means all the idam vritti is aham vrittim ashritaha. Always are dependent on the I thought, aham vritti. Ashritaha means only because of the I thought, all the other thoughts are possible. Ashritaha. Without the I thought, no other thought is possible. How? How? See, only when I get up from the bed and when I wake up, then all the other thoughts come. Even in the dreams there are thoughts, because I am there in the dream. But in the deep sleep, when I am very deep, asleep, when I am not aware of anything, there are no thoughts. There is no I, there are no thoughts. In the waking and in the dream, I am there and there are thoughts. So it is said, only when the I rises or the I thought rises, then there are other thoughts. Meaning, thoughts can never rise without a conscious entity. Can thoughts rise in that sofa? Can? No. How do you know? Sofas may have thoughts, we don't know. We believe that they are Jadavastu. They don't have any thoughts. That is why we can do anything with that. Pavam, vaayinda alu, nama ukanda, pavam. May cry. Fat person comes and sits. Yo, please. So, only for a conscious entity there can be thoughts. So, only for me there can be a thought. Is that not so? No, Swamiji, we can also have thoughts. Yes, you are a conscious entity. So, from your point, for you, the self, there can be thoughts. So, aham vrittim ashritaha. So, without aham vritti, the I, there cannot be any thought. I am sad, I am glad, I am mad. So, everywhere I am coming, see. For any thought, there should be a person to have the thought. See, the Western fellows were thinking, because there is a thought, I am alive. But our Mahatmas say, since we are alive, there are thoughts. See? So therefore, aham vrittim ashritaha, all the thoughts, they have this aham vritti as their basis. Ashritaha. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Vidya aham manaha. What is mind? Mind is nothing but aham, I thought only. Why? Without I thought, no other thoughts. Therefore, what is mind? Mind is nothing but I. So now the inquiry from manaha has come to what is I. Because mind is nothing but I. I means I thought. Swamiji, can we feel this I thought? Yes, of course you can feel. Every day you talk about it, no? I have gone there, I have done this, I have done that. I am very intelligent. I. How much I we use in our day-to-day activities, transaction. So we all know I am. Is it not so? Even in the pitch dark, when you are not aware of anything, you are aware of yourself. When somebody asks, hey, are you there? Yes, I am. How do you know? You are not seeing anything. How do you know you are? I am there, I know. So this is self-evident actually. If somebody says, I don't understand what is this I thought, what is this I means, they are lying. Or they are chumma. No. We all know that I am. And everybody has got this notion, I am very intelligent. Even a very village, an ordinary person, he feels, no, I am intelligent. So I am smart, I am this, I am that, I am very handsome, I am this, I am a very good person, a very noble person, very kind person, I am a good singer, I am a good dancer, I am a good teacher. What will happen to me, God? Oh my God, what will happen to me? I am so concerned only about myself. And my children are an extension of me, so I am concerned about them. Not concerned about every children, my own child, because it's an extension of me. So I know myself, and I am worried only about myself. I am the hero of my life, nobody else. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. The wife gives me happiness, therefore wife is dear to me. Otherwise, shall go away. So therefore, we all know, but we do not know what is the real nature of this I, true nature of this I. So now the inquiry further, it goes deep. What is this I? Who am I? So why are we conducting this inquiry? To know what is this mind which is creating this trouble. If we can resolve this, then everything is resolved. So when you start inquiry, then it boils down to I is mind, nothing else. Because all the other thoughts can happen only when the I is there. See, this nobody can contest, because for everyone the same. Whether you are Indian or American or anybody in the Mars, anywhere. See, this is universal, see. It is not pertain to one religion. Please understand. It's universal. This is the glory of our Vedanta Shastra. It is very universal. That is why it's so appealing to everybody. Somebody in Czechoslovakia, he comes to Tiruvannamalai, Ramanashram, in pursuit of Bhagavan's this thing, Atma Vichara. Why? Because he is talking about his own self, that person's own self, not about anybody else. He may be means young or old, male or female, anybody, transgender or anybody. This is the thing, because I is common to all. Kshetrajnam chapimam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Krishna says, I am the kshetrajna in all the kshetras, all the body, I am the knowing principle, he says. So that knowing principle is there everywhere. The knower, I know, means there is a knower. I feel, there is a feeler. I perceive, there is a perceiver. This personality is ego personality. This is I. So we all have got this I. And we all every day feel. But alas, we have not inquired what is this I. We have taken it for granted. How we have taken for granted? I means what? Yes, I am Swami Ramana Swaroopananda. What is there? I am son of so and so. I have studied this. And I am Acharya. All this. We have taken it for granted because we know ourselves only through the body and mind. But what is this I? Have you ever thought about it? Am I this body only? Or just the mind? What am I really? Have you ever thought about it? So this is the inquiry. Who am I? Without the reference of the body or the mind, you think about yourself. How can I think? Now, the next verse. You understand this verse, na? 18th. All the thoughts, they depend on this one thought called I thought for their existence. Therefore, the mind is nothing but I thought. I. Aham. In Sanskritam, aham, it's called aham. Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvataha. Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvataha. Aipatatyaham nija vicharanam. Aipatatyaham nija vicharanam. Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvataha.
Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvataha.
Aipatatyaham nija vicharanam.
Aipatatyaham nija vicharanam.
Aham kuto bhavati. This is how you have to read. Aham, this I, which I refer to myself as I. This I, kuto bhavati, from where it is rising. Kuto means from where. Kutaha, from where. From where it is rising. Kuto bhavati, from where it is born. Bhavati means born. Where it is born. From where it rises. Iti chinvataha. Thus when you inquire. See, this is very important. Inquire. Inquire means, please understand, it is not just thinking. Inquiring means turning the attention within and trying to actually see. See means not with his eye. With the ahakkan, with the mind's eye, trying to see or find out, literally try to see and find out from where this idea of I is arising. The I thought is rising. See, people misunderstand this Atma Vichara. They think Atma Vichara means just to ask a question. Who am I? Who am I? No, just by asking a question, nothing happens. At the most, this question may help you to turn within. When you are sort of swept away by thoughts, when you ask this question, then you cut all the other thoughts and you focus your attention on yourself. For that, this question may help. But beyond that, the idea is not to ask actually. It is to find out. Chinvataha is to find out. Meaning what? You should be ruthless in your investigation. With an inquiring mind. You have to find out, looking within, from where this I thought is rising. Just closing the eyes and not letting the attention to go out anywhere, but to find, I, this idea is rising, from where it is rising. See, this is very subtle and very abstract, therefore it becomes very difficult. The tragedy is we don't give any actual attention. We only go on thinking about it. How is it possible? I don't understand what is I. What is this Swami asking me to do? Whatever you understand, you start focusing your attention on whatever you understand as I. You may fail, but again and again try this. This is what Bhagavan says. Chinvataha. Try to inquire and find out. Is actual inquiry, means actual discovery within yourself. Chinvataha. Then what happens? If you truly conduct this inquiry, turning the attention within and keep the mind attentively on what is this I which is rising and where from it is rising. நான் எழுமிடம் ஏது என நாட உள் நாட உள்னு போட்டிருக்காருங்க. அந்த உண்ணுன்னு 3 சொல்லினாலும் போட்டிருப்பார். ஆனால் உண்ணு இல்லை, உள் தான் அது உண்ணுன்னா இருக்கு. உள்நாட, when you look within, உள்நாட. சரி, அதனால தான் அது தமிழில் வர்ற மாதிரி எனக்கு சொல்ல தெரியல. அங்கே உள்நாடுன்னு கிளியராக போட்டிருக்காரு. When you look within and when you deeply when you inquire, உள்நாட. What happens? I patati. I aham patati. Sorry, I patati. I aham patati. I means his exclamation. Oh, alas, oh. You say, na, I. Aham patati. Aham patati means this I. Patati. It perishes. It falls. Patati. Can you imagine? You die. I die? Yes. The real death is the death of the ego, I. I patati. Self. The idea of I arising, when you keep the attention continuously there, automatically that will lead you to the source. That is the idea from where it is arising, the inquiry where it is arising. Aham patati, this I, when you inquire, patati, nan thalai sandidum mundi para, thalai sandidum, meaning what? It perishes. Perishes means it will not just perish like that, it will just vanish, and then whatever remains in that state, that is the truth. See, Bhagavan, in 2 lines he has completed, he has finished the self-inquiry. It's not that simple actually. For that you need your whole life to inquire and find out the source of all. It is not a joke. Ayi patati. So to give my own experience, I used to visit Ramanashramam, Tiruvannamalai, from the year 2000 onwards. Before that, I was in the ashram, studying scriptures and all. So in our ashram they taught us this Upadesa Saram and Saddarshanam and all. And even before that, when I was growing in my hometown is the place where Bhagavan got that liberation, Madurai. So we used to visit the Ramana Mandiram when I was studying in the college also, sit there and all. So I had some idea of Bhagavan and all, but not very deep. So after studying this and all, I used to visit. I used to wonder, what is this I? What is this I? What is Bhagavan asking us to do? Self-inquiry, what is this? What is this? But by His grace, somehow, with even not just thinking about it, we started sitting and tried to find out what is this. What is this? He is talking about something. What is this? So when you inquire thus, then comes the real prasadam. When you only think or only sort of intellectualize, then you will not have that prasadam. When you actually experiment and try to find out what is this inquiry, what is this I, and try to keep your mind on that I, trying to find the source of all this I. Because that is the source of everything. Why? Without thoughts, you cannot see the world. You cannot experience the world. Please understand. So the world is experienced only through thoughts, not through anything else. So all the thoughts have got one source as I thought. So the source of I thought is the source of all. So when you discover the source of the I thought, you have found the source of all, of everything. Everything means I mean everything. All the galaxies, all the universe, everything. The source of all the jivas, all whatever you know, whatever you don't know. That is the source of all. And that is universal. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian or a Hindu, a Sikh, anybody, or you are an atheist, rank materialist, very pious, spiritual, whatever you may be, wherever the I subsides, that source is the source of all. That is called as the God principle. That is the source of all power, all knowledge. When you know how to abide there, in the source of all knowledge, you become Sarvajna, knower of all. When you abide in the source of all power, you become all powerful. Vishwamitra, he was a king before. So once, as a king, he had gone along with his retinue to hunt in the forest. After hunting, he was very thirsty, very tired. So he was searching for some sort of water or something. Then he stumbled upon Vasishta Muni's hermitage, a very humble Vasishta Muni's hermitage. So he went there along all his people. Then Vasishta Muni was very gracious. He understood that king was very tired. So he entertained everybody. He immediately ordered for food, and food came, everything came, and everybody was fed. Vishwamitra was so startled, so shocked. Hare, we didn't announce our coming. How this Mahatma is serving everybody? Then Vasishta said, no, we have this Kamadenu. Kamadenu is there. So whatever you ask, she will give you everything. Oh, is that so? Yes. You know what? This Vishwamitra, he should have gone back, na? Chuma. He said, oh, Mahatma ji, I want that Kamadenu. Vasishta said, sorry. Patida, irkadang kudukudangadhu, padukadang kepanga. Paranga. He has fed him very nicely. He wanted that Kamadenu only. He said, no, sorry. Then he said, no, I want. As a king, I am asking you, you should give me. Sorry. If Kamadenu comes, you can take. But sorry. No! He's Ahankara. I want Kamadenu. And then he started, attacking Vasishta. Can you imagine this? His arrogance. He wanted, like Trump. I want means I want. No question asked. Now I want Nobel Prize. Means I want now. Somehow you have to give me with that pistol. So, then Vasishta, what did he do? He took a grass, the darba, and he uttered some mantra, and he just rested in front of him. Then this Vishwamitra was attacking him. All the arrows going around him and was beating at his feet, at Vasishta's feet. Then this person thought, my God, this power is nothing. He has got supreme power. What is that power which he has got? He started inquiring. Thus he became a great saint, great Mahatma, Brahma Rishi. Who? Vishwamitra. He started inquiring, what is that power which is supreme, in front of which all my physical power is nothing? See, these Mahatmas are not ordinary. See, they may not show, but they are in one with the source of all power, all knowledge. Sankalpa Shakti. They think it will happen. It's not a joke. Sankalpa Shakti means what? They think it happens. Bhagavan didn't think, but everything happened. What a glory. See? So this is the source of all. So therefore, to abide in the source is the goal of our human existence. From this only we have come out. So we have to retrace our path, go back. Vanda vadiye po, Bhagavan says. Means what? From where you have come, you go to that source. Vanda vadiye po. You retrace the path. So, what happens then? What happens? Is it a story or what? Ai patati, you are gone. And there is no worry about what will happen to me. That is the greatest relief. Is that not so? If I am not there, where is the question of my own? When the mind goes, then there is no sort of sukha dukkha, no good or bad, no mana apamana, nothing. There is nothing to achieve, nowhere to go. Means Puranam, sense of total fulfillment. That is what he is going to explain in the next verse. In the verse 20. Ahaminashabha jahamaham taya Spurati hrut swayam Paramapurnasat. Ahaminashabhajahamaham taya. Spurati hrutsvayam paramapurnasat. Ahaminashabhaji. Ahami means this I. I means this egoistic I which is rising from the heart as I am this, I am that, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, I. Ahami vinashabhaji. When that perishes, vinasha, when it dies, what happens? Aham taya spurati hrit swayam. Another I, it rises in the heart. Aham taya spurati. Rises means shines. It's not rises. Shines. Another idea, another feeling of I. Aham taya. Aham. There is no aham. There is aham. Meaning what? It is akanda. Akanda means it is not broken. It is unbroken. See Bhagavan, how clever, see. Aham taya. Aham. Meaning what? Unbroken consciousness. Unbroken I. Meaning it is not now broken into knower and unknown. Initially that I was broken into knower and the known. But here aham. Meaning what? Not broken. Aham. Unbroken. That is the supreme I. Aham taya spurati. Hrit. In the heart, hrit. Spurati, it shines as I. Hridaya guhara madhye kevalam brahma matram. Ullathukulla brahma matrama, it shines. Sakshat Atma rupena bhati. Sakshat Atma rupena bhati. It shines as I. Swayam. This Swayam is very important. Not because of your effort, not because of your intelligence. Of its own it shines. Effortlessly it shines. You need not know it. It is known by itself. That is what it means, Swayam. It is Swayam Jyoti. Jyotishamapitta Jyoti Tamasap Paramuchyate. It is Swayam Jyoti means what? It shines by itself. You need not know it. It's not knowing, it is just being. So it shines by itself, Swayam. And that is Parama Purna Sat. Purna means that is infinite, complete, perfect. Sat. Sat means which will never perish. That is the Sat, the truth. Parama Purna Sat. When you identify with the body mind, there is one I. That I is the ego I. That we refer as myself. I, Swami Ramana, Swaroopananda, I. That is false. That is not the true I. When I inquire who am I and give my attention to that I, then that I perishes. Naan ondru daanathu naanan endrundradu daanagat ondrume undibara. Taanadu poonramam undibara. And the non ondru daanathu. In that place where this ego I perishes, there in the heart another I shines as I. Aham taya. That is Parama Purna Sat. That is the Purna. Complete. Sat means which is existing in all periods of time. Which will never perish. That is Sat. See, in our Vedanta, Sat, the truth means what? Which should be present always, all the 3 periods of time. Which cannot be negated. Which cannot be negated by any means. That is called as Sat. And this is Parama Purna Sat. And this is the most direct path. Here, what you need to do? Nothing. Just sit quiet and give your attention to the I. That's all. And to find out from where this I is rising. If you give your attention to the I continuously, that itself will take you to the source of I. Only thing is you have to sit with the idea of finding the source. But only what you can do is you can apply your mind, you give your attention on the I thought. Swamiji, this I thought is not a material thing where we can keep our mind. See, don't ask me such questions. You go and try, find out. Nobody can help because it's very subtle. If somebody could have helped, they would have helped already. It's very, very subtle and abstract. So yes, it's abstract because it's very subtle. You have to die your own death. Nobody can die for you. Nobody can help you to die also. You have to die your own death. You have to live your own life and die your own death. Our Acharya always used to say, go and die your own death. It is not a curse. It is actually Ashirvachana. Die your own death. Aham aham taya spurati hrit swayam. So it shines as I. What is the difference between this I and that I? This I is not broken into knower and known. It is infinite. Akhanda. Khanda means broken. Akhanda, not broken. Therefore, it is not limited by anything. Therefore, infinite. Paramapurna Sat. The other I, though it is also I, referred as I, because the identification of the body-mind, you create a world in front of you. So it is always divided or broken into the knower and the known. Me, tu. And the Jagada starts. Jagada means another fight. So always there is a conflict, struggle. In this duality, always there is a struggle. To come and to compete, to succeed, this, that. But there in the aham-aham-taya, there is nothing else other than that. Therefore, there is no jagada. There is no struggle. There is only peace, total. There is nobody to compete. There is nothing to achieve. Already it is Purna. Yad ghatvana nivartante. When you go there, you are not coming back. It means what? You need not be born again and again and go through this because you have found the fulfillment total. Why we are born again? Because we have some more desires to fulfill. Not fulfilled. We have something else to achieve. We have some more desires. So you have to come back. When you are totally fulfilled, meaning what? No desire whatsoever, then why should you come back? And you know that there is nothing other than yourself truly. So this is liberation. This is moksha padam. When the dichotomy of the knower and known is understood to be myth, false, there ends the seeking. In that there is no knower also. There is only the thing which is known by itself. That was Swayam is used. It's Swayam. Parama Purna Sat. Now the question is asked, how do you know this is Parama Purna Sat? How do you know it is Parama Purna Sat? Sat means what? Which cannot be negated. In all three periods of time, in all three states of consciousness, like waking, dream or deep sleep. It can never be negated. So that is the idea of Sat, the truth. How do you know this I shining in the heart is the real Sat? How do you know? Then Bhagavan gives a beautiful logic and reasoning to establish why this Aham is Paramapurna Sat. That is the next verse. I tell you, Bhagavan's intelligence, you cannot question the way he develops the thoughts. My God, I tell you. See, Karma Yoga and then Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, in Vichar also he has developed a thought and he concluded and with a punch, With this stamp he is concluding. This is Paramapurna Sat. Nobody can question. Why? This is the reason. He is saying. Idamaham pada bhikyamanvaham ahamilinake pyalaya sattaya idamaham pada bhikyamanvaham ahamilinake pyalaya sattaya Idam aham pada abhikyam. This I, which I have just now pointed out. Aham. This aham pada abhikyam, which is denoted by aham. This one what I am referring to now. Pada abhikyam is denoted as aham. Anuvaham, which shines with the merger of the egoistic I. Anuvaham means which follows the merger of the ego I. This I, ahamilinake api alaya sattaya. See, this second line we have to understand properly. See, in the waking state, in the dream state, I am there and the world is there. Right? But in the deep sleep state, I also is not there and nothing else is there in the experience of the deep sleep state. So what he says, ahami linake api, in the deep sleep state, ahami linake api, this I, this egoistic I, even though it is not there, linake means what? It has just got absorbed. Linake api alaya sattaya. This ahamaham, this sat ahamaham, alaya, it is not gone. Laya means just perishing or going away. Alaya means what? Not gone. Alaya sattaya. Because of it is Purna Sat, even in the deep sleep state, when all the experiences are gone, even the experiencer is gone, but still this Purna Sat is not gone. It is there. How do you know? When you get up, you say, I slept very peacefully. And I enjoyed. There must be something, na? That's why you said, I enjoyed. It is all of our experience. So therefore, ahami linake api, in the deep sleep state, when even the ego self is gone, ahami linake api. Inge ahami means ego self. Ahami linake api, alaya sattaya. That self, that I, alaya, it is not gone. Why? Because sattaya, because it is truth. So truth means what? Which will never go or which will never perish. Even in the deep sleep state, when everything is gone, this still is present as a sakshi of even the deep sleep. So therefore, this is available in the waking, dream and in the deep sleep also, in all the three states of consciousness. Therefore, it is not negated in any of our experiences. Therefore, this is called as the truth. Nobody can negate their experience. Why? Who is there to negate? I am there. So therefore, this is Parama Purna Sat. So to summarize again, Bhagavan says, only when you inquire what is this mind, then you know the truth of the mind. What is the truth of the mind? Na eva manasam. There is no mind. That is the truth. So, how to go about this inquiry? Start inquiring, what is this mind which is troubling me so much? This mind is nothing but Aham vritti and idam vritti. Idam vritti means this. We know so many things. And that is a knower. That is me, I. So the knower and the known. That is called as mind. The dichotomy of the knower and known is called as mind. So here, all the known, we think they are all independent, separate. No, this is the beauty. They all are dependent on this I. Without the I, there is no known things. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. I shine, therefore everything shines. It is not the other way around. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. I shine and therefore in my light everything shines. When I am not in the deep sleep, nothing shines. When I am there in the waking and dream, everything shines. So because of me, my shining, everything shines. So therefore, all the things have got roots in me only. They depend on me for their existence. I don't depend on them for my existence. But they all depend on me. இதெல்லாம் கீதையில் சொல்ற அப்படி. They are in me, I am not in them. He says. Beautiful. See this, when you contemplate and realize this one statement, Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. You have done it. You have done. That is why when we show this arti, we use only this mantra. See, they say Rajadi Raja Prasaya, adala okay. But natatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyato bhanti kutoyam agnihi. Natatra suryo bhati. In that, Surya cannot shine, Chandra cannot shine, or the stars cannot shine. How stupid I am. I think this fire which I am showing in front can illuminate you, can make you shine. In fact, because of you, everything is shining. Because of your light, everything is shining. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam. Your light alone is everywhere. That is the mantra we chant. While showing the arti, we say, how stupid I am. This is what we are saying actually. While showing the light, light kaamikirom or mohata kaamikirudhukku. With this camphor, with this light, I think I am able to illuminate you. How stupid I am. Even the sun cannot illuminate you, the moon cannot illuminate you, stars cannot illuminate you. How stupid I am. I think this small fire can illuminate you. In fact, because of your light only, everything is illuminated. This is the idea we are reminding ourselves while showing. This is Vedic mantra from Upanishad. See, every day while doing puja, we are reminded that because of his light, everything shines. Not because of this light, he is shining. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. So therefore, because of my light, everything shines, not the other way around. When you inquire what is this light or what is this I, then everything subsides in the heart. The I also subsides. There where everything subsides, whatever remains, that is the I, that is the Parama Purna Sat. So abiding there is the goal of all our spiritual pursuit. See, this is the essence of all yogas. See, beating the bush, beating around the bush. This is a straight path. Bhagavan is a very, very different manifestation of the Lord. He has come here to teach us the direct path. And he lived and he taught. It is not that just teaching. He lived that and he taught. In fact, he only lived. The teaching happened. So, that is how it is. Aham aham taya spurati hut swayam. That is the Parama Purna Sat. Because ahami linake api alaya. In the deep sleep, ahami linake api. This ego I, when it perishes also, when it gets absorbed also, alaya, it is not gone. This truth is not gone. This I is not gone. Alaya. That is why it is called as Parama Purna Sat. It is not perishing in all three periods of time, in all three states of consciousness. That is why it is called as Parama Purna Sat. So therefore, the Atma Vichara, self-inquiry, is not just asking a question or doing a japa. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? No. It is ahamuha turning the mind within, giving up all the other thoughts, turning the mind within, and focusing the attention only on the I thought, with the idea to find out from where this I is rising. When you keep the mind in the I thought, the I perishes. See, this attention is like the third eye of Shiva. When you keep the I on anything, it is Bhashma. So if you keep the attention on the I is gone. Everything is gone. When I is gone, everything is gone. Why? Because of the I only everything comes out. When the I is gone, everything is gone. Wherever you go in India, Bharat Desha, everywhere Bhagavan is so respected by all the great saints, sadhus, mahatmas. Why? Because nobody can contest this. This is the truth. And Bhagavan has revealed it to the world. Even before this, there was this idea of Atma Vichara in our Upanishads, in our Vedas. It is not that it was not there, it was there. But he has brought it out, in such a way that everybody can understand and appreciate and practice. So he is very unique. Bhagavan is so unique. So this is a very direct path. And we are all blessed even to hear and understand about this path. And later only to practice now, but even to listen, to understand is very auspicious. So I will stop here again. It is 11:10 now. 11:30 till it can go.
Yeah.
11:10 now. We will stop because this Atma Vichara portion is over. We will start now. If we stop now, and if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we can just remain in our heart. See, when this is the thing, you should give everything to it. Heart and soul, 100%, everything to it. When you know something this is the thing, then you have to give everything to it. Then you achieve it. If you give only 20%, 10%, 15%, you have to give everything to it. Whatever you have, you give everything to it. And you achieve it. And that is it. Because that is everything. See, I am not joking or cocking bull stories. This is the truth. This is everything. So you give your heart and soul and everything to it, you achieve that, which is everything. And there ends the pursuit of everything. There in the pursuit of everything. One who chooses Atma and Atma alone, him the Atma chooses, says Kathopanishad. Yamai vesha vrunute tena labhya. Yamai vesha vrunute tena labhya. One who chooses Atma and Atma alone, Atma chooses him. Whether you are wearing a saffron robe or ordinary clothes, whether you are a grihastha or sannyasi, it doesn't matter. Are you giving your everything? That matters. See, it doesn't mean that you should give up everything, like you should not go to your work or you should not take care of your family, nothing like that. Everything can be done. But in your mind, this is everything. Everything else is okay, but this is everything. This is how you have to feel. Then it is possible. You have to prioritize this as everything. And that all part of the game. It can all go on. See, we also have ashram, we have got so many activities. It all will go on. If it doesn't go on also, doesn't matter. But this is everything. This is auspicious. Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So from tomorrow onwards, the